we are. I think this time finally
There we are. We are live, Jose.
Yeah, very good. Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Let's see. Who do we have in?
This nurse is there. Who's here?
Yeah, so it looks like we got why are we always yelling? Sam, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
The Prodigal Aquarius, Don, thank you for joining us. Southwest Florida, thank you for joining us today. And Sean from Discus North, thank you for joining us this morning. JR, gracias por estar aquí.
Hola, JR. Don.
And that's everybody for right now.
Sean. Yeah, that's good for we'll let a few more people come in. I invited myself to the to Jorge. I said let's have an excuse to hang out a little bit. I made finally 2,000 subs. Hello, Uncle Smiley. Jesse too.
Looks like
so people are
Jesse and
hey, Jody.
Smiley are here. Mike, Jody, thank you guys for coming in. Yeah, I guess like Jose was saying, the reason we're doing this today is because Jose hit a pretty significant milestone, and he wanted to share that with you guys, and he asked me if I could help him out with that, and I said, of course, no problem. So that's why we're here today.
Yeah, and I was I wanted to. So Jorge, how do you do that wheel? The with the game wheel. Do you ever use it? Because I don't remember ever using it.
Yeah, I know how to use it.
Okay, good. So we're gonna probably wait a few more. Yeah, you can set it up. Thank you, Don.
Hey, are you playing the live stream somewhere? Because I can hear myself in the background.
Oh yeah, wait, you can hear echo? You. Yeah, wait.
No, not echo, but I can
have it
hear.
On the tablet, so
just turn down the volume on it.
I turned it off. I know I did. I didn't realize that the volume on the tablet was on because I'm just so that I can see the messages and keep up a little bit when I can. Hey, Funk. Thank you for coming. Oh, he has a game with Olivia. Olivia, with the daughter, has a. Hang on for a little bit, Funk, if you can. F. Wish, I forgot his first name. I don't have my list here. Good morning, everybody. Uncle Smiley, Don, Funk just joined in, Jody, Flatbed. Hello, Flatbed. I'm looking to the side here to my tablet so I can see the messages. All right, so probably give it a few more minutes. So anyway, the first Jorge was my first, my first man.
No, don't say that because they're gonna take it the wrong way.
You're gonna start rumors. No.
Yeah, that's how rumors get started.
Oh shit! Yeah, I said no. I'm bad with these kind of things. So Jorge was the first person who invited me. I remember it was 234 subscribers I had at the time, and my wife. I probably wind up repeating some of these things for some other people that probably have not been in any other things that I have been in. So Jorge reaches out to me and said he wanted to speak with me, and what my wife encouraged me to do this. And for a while she was telling, why don't you do YouTube? You have some experience and share information. And we all do YouTube for different reasons, or as I said before. And for me, it's not making money. I mean, if YouTube sends me money eventually, it's fine, but I'm not knocking myself out to try to get money from YouTube. I'm not saying I won't take it if it comes in. Like endorsement and stuff like that, I really don't care for it. I don't have a lot of time, to be honest. So one of the things I used to tell my wife was, what am I going to say that has not already been said in YouTube? And you find that you do things your own way. You may share our experiences are all very different. And even when you put out a video, my fish and my tanks are not everybody's tanks. They're all going to be very different. And it's still kind of, you find a way to present things a little bit different. I try to gear my information to a lot of new fish keepers. Most of my videos, if you notice, if some other people can take that are experienced, I can take something from something that I've been through, then cool, that'll be that. But again, most of the times, you do find something, and I have so many stuff that I have kind of pre-recorded, but just the time I have not done the editing. so that it looks, so that it looks attractive at least, and it makes sense. So now Charlotte is in the house. Somebody's here. Jose. Oh, hola, Jose. I have three nephews that are in Charlotte, North Carolina, and
Okay.
he says Jose
You're also
Polanco.
Jose Polanco, huh?
Yeah, Charlotte in the house. It's confusing when
Oh,
sometimes
we're
you go
gonna
back
get
home.
real confused real quick then. With all the Jose
Now,
Polanco.
Jose Polanco is my nephew that has my name also. There was a Jose Polanco, one of my uncles, and I think there's a lot of Jose's and a lot of Cesar in our family, you know, in honor of our uncles and so on. So, gracias, thanks for coming, Jose. So I sent them the link. I didn't get to send to the other nephews, but I'm glad he tuned in. So anyway, as I was saying,
I'll be honest, Jose.
when,
That's the only nephew you really like. That's why you send him the link.
yeah, he's special. So I have to pay them a visit. So at some point, there's three of them down in Charlotte. So it's always a nice trip there. So anyway, so when Jorge tells me, calls me in, I said, it was kind of, funny that people who have been, not funny, but people who are older than you and actually subscribe to you and want to interact with you. And it's kind of, it feels good in a way, because you're coming into a big world of YouTube, and then suddenly you have, it's hard being in front of camera, or sometimes talking to a camera. You're not talking to yourself, but at the same time, you're talking to a lot of people when your videos go out. And then when I reached 1,000, it was like, yeah, I got 1,000. Reaching 2,000 was like, it's a milestone in a way, because it's hard, and people who have been a lot longer in the hobby sometimes, or in YouTube at least, have not reached the number. So I feel kind of good about that. And I support other people, which I encourage you guys to do. You support other channels, even if it's not in the fish keeping community. But YouTube is a large community, a lot of niches, and it's fun sometimes to go to fishing. I enjoy fishing also, so I go to the fishing channels. They sub back to you, you support them, and this is what kind of that's how you build your channel and build your community. So I encourage people, anybody who's watching, if somebody subscribes to you, do the favor and subscribe back to them and support them back the same way. Who came in now? It's Cheryl. Hey Cheryl, how are you? And one of the other things
Cheryl,
that
Melvin.
Melvin in the house now.
Yeah, Melvin's in the house. Your nephew Jose. I think it's. I know I said Mike Flatbed.
I think those are the newer people here. So so anyway, one of the things that I wanted to do, I think we may have enough people, but we wait a little bit until so we can add any newcomers. So one of the things that I wanted to do, again, this is nothing major, but I wanted to give away. I went to the Dominican Republic recently, and some people I brought some gifts back to. And I had 24 mugs printed. This is my channel mug. I left 4 at home, so I only brought back really 20. I have 4 for my older kids. I kept 2 at home, and to some of you I sent mugs already. Some of you know who you are. Jorge got his already.
Yeah, and, but I'm extra special because not only did I get a mug, but then I got these. Oh yeah, and I'm actually enjoying one of them right near. This is thank you to Jose.
Good old Dominican cigars there. So those of you who that I sent mugs to, you could join. I want Joe to Jorge to do to spin and get a roulette going, so that I'm going to give one. I wanted to do, since people watch at different times because of work availability, I probably will ask 2 other people at different time schedules. I'm going to invite myself in and do the same thing, so that I'll give probably 3 of them, because that's probably 4. I have 4 to do left. I think I want to do one with JR in Spain also. So now, if you're one of the people who I sent one to, you can. Hey, Alpha Funk says he ain't get a mug. It's on the way, Jay. It's on the way. I have about 4 more packed here, and they'll package and label for UPS. So I'll be putting yours in the mail today. So
I'm gonna put Funk on blast. The reason he doesn't have one is because you've never invited Jose on to be a guest on one of your
that's right. That's right. A lot of people have invited me, but you haven't. I can call you a few names, but just to make it worse for funk. Not only that, but I brought him also a Dominican rum. He says he
Mm.
doesn't drink. I don't drink either, but he said on special occasions. So
What is it?
I brought
Gruyel or Grudiel or something like that?
Brugal.
Brugal. That's
Brugal is
the
the one of the name brand. Hang on a second. Yeah, Brugal.
yeah. The
So
only reason I know is
I asked him a while.
because Steve from Warrior Planet Tanks goes up there all the time, and he's always sending me pictures of him having a rum and a cigar.
Oh yeah. So this is
Brugal. That's right. Brugal.
I sent to Funk one of these guys. So Funk, you're getting one of these. So it's gonna be this is nice. So
Oh yeah.
none of us get drunk. He says he doesn't drink, but I send him that, and now I sent mugs to about 10 people, and I would love to send one to everybody, but I pick some people for special reasons. You are obvious for Wyatt, Funk also, and a few other people. But if you are on the wheel, you can participate. But if you win and you're already getting a mug, you choose who you give it to. That is on the chat currently. So that's how we'll do that, so that at least you won't have two mugs. Nothing wrong with having two, but you can do that. Jesse. Jesse. Jesse's getting a mug too. And guess what color, Jesse? I just had a wild guess what color you like best. There's some. This particular one I'm drinking from is a pink one. My nephew that did Jesse's logos and also his stickers, I asked him to do 24. So he does, that's his job. That he does works with printing and makes signs and stuff, like for storefronts and stuff. So he did, he ran out of the colors, or the place where he had them printed, they ran out of the white. So he sent me some black, some greens, and a couple of pinks. So I kept the pink one here for my wife. And so there were 4 greens.
Salient said he wants the pink one. Salient said he wants the pink one. You better send him the
hot pink one, but I got a hot pink one, but
with lace.
He got the green.
He wants lace on the outside of the mug. He wants some lace, some ruffles on the outside of the mug too, so that when he drinks, it tickles his mustache.
There we go. He's getting Jesse 1 is getting a green one, and Jesse 2. Hello, Jesse 2. That's just one more fish. So how many? We have 19 people on right now. That's pretty good. Let's wake everybody up. He says you bastard, Max. Hey, look at it now. Stephanie Polanco, that's my daughter. She says she wants to see the pink mug, but she asked for green. But if you want, Stephanie, that's my daughter. I'll give this one up to you if you like it. So she's my 32-year-old daughter. So you're getting the family. Hi, Stephanie.
Shirley just came in. Thank you for being here, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley, how are you? Shirley, so the reason I invited myself to Jorge, since he was the first one to reach out to me in the community and invite me in. And at the time, I had 234 subscribers. I reached, I'm almost at 2,100 now, which is, I didn't want to make a big deal about it. And I'm not really making a big deal, but I decided to share some of these mugs. I'm going to be giving one away here. And in 2 other channels, I'm going to invite myself in and do the same thing. I've sent some out to about 10 people for different reasons. And I just wanted to, to give some of these away. And I think I have 3 more, maybe 4, and I'll just invite myself into different places. Now, JR in Spain is asking if you can make the contents in Spanish again. I miss it because you're not making contents in Spanish anymore. Right?
Yes, I know. I need to get back to doing that. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Here's the problem. And I should have seen this coming. And I really should have done a separate channel, because one of the problems is if you start doing content and it doesn't get views, it starts hurting your algorithm. And that's the problem. When I do the Spanish stuff, people don't watch it. I'll get maybe if if I would normally get like 100 views on a video, if I do it in Spanish, I only get like 10 or 15 views, and that's it.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's
So, but yeah, I'll do it. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's just for a while there, I was doing the same video in English and Spanish, but the truth is que soy flojo. I'm lazy.
he's lazy. In my case with the Spanish, I do Spanish and English content. So if any of you ever see a Spanish one, the English version of that has already been done maybe months ago. Sometimes it's hard to do, although it's the same subject, but necessarily it's not the same video because sometimes when I redo it in Spanish again, I add additional pictures because I'm making the assumption that if I make a name of fish, or even to some of us, there's a lot of names or that we don't know what fish is that. So if putting visuals on is always certainly more interesting for any video that you watch. So I try to do that, and sometimes I wind up being a little bit more detailed, I guess. So not creative necessarily, but more detailed. There was one that I did recently when I went to district to the Dominican Republic recently. Hey, Brandon. So Brandon, I was saying that I was giving some cups away. Yours is on the way. So I pick people for, I give Brandon such a hard time. And Brandon was saying yesterday that he wanted to, what can I do for you? I said, Brandon, I said, F you, you don't need to do anything. I'm doing it because I like you. And we give him such a hard time. Everybody does, we tease him a lot, but he's like one of my sons. My sons are older than him. So it's always, it's fun bothering him. So if anybody that has already a cup, then you're going to choose who you give it to from the people that are currently in the chat. Whether they left or not, then you can just choose whoever you want to share it with. All right, Jorge, it's 26 people, so I don't know if you want to wait a few more minutes.
It's your
show.
You
can ask me quick. No, it's not. It's your show. I invited
I'm just here along for the ride. No,
yeah,
okay. Well, let's.
There is a Baja Fins. That's a new channel to me. That's one of your people.
Baja Fins. That's a friend of mine. His name's Henry. He's from Mexicali.
Okay,
he's from Mexicali. JT is here joining us. I thought I saw a new name that I didn't recognize, and that was where is it? K Dubs Angelfish. Thank you for being here. First time I've seen the name in my chat, so thank you so much for coming in. Unless you change your name, let me know.
Maybe it's Melvin. You never know.
No, it's not. Melvin's here.
I'm just messing with Melvin because.
Yeah, Melvin is here, but no, that's not as far as I know. Then also Anthony came in here first class fish. I always got to remember that.
Yeah,
I
was already sub to Baja Fins probably from one of the prior ones. First class.
Smiley's here.
Yeah,
who else? Who else is coming here?
First class.
JT, Jack, thank you for joining us.
Hey,
yeah,
JT,
that's pretty much
JT
no.
Here.
I guess what I wanted to ask you, because it's been a while since we've been on a live stream where we've talked about any of the stuff that you've been doing, but from the first time that I got to speak with you to now, have you added any new fish or tanks to your fish room?
Tanks, I would love to get rid of my dining room because who needs one, like June says, and put a 75 gallon. And there's a little freezer that we have on the corner over there. I have 2 tanks in storage. One of them was a gift from one of the other nurses that I work with. I think it's a 90 gallon or 92 gallon because I saw somebody had one of them, but it's one of those corner ones that are rounded front. I mean, it's a beautiful tank, very well made, and I'm dying to put it over there. But we have a small freezer on that corner in that little foyer dining room area. And we have a round dining room table there. So in about 1988, I had a 75 gallon tank that I had set up at the house of my first marriage. And it was sitting dry for about 10 years. And my daughter, Stephanie, was there. No, we're going to set it up someday. That eventually her mom and her decided that it was time to get rid of it. So my ex-wife, Miriam, says, I don't think your dad wants to ask him. But I said, of course, I'll put it away. Eventually somewhere I have a room. But I don't have a lot of room in my apartment anymore. I have 11 tanks. New fish. I am trying new fish. I have 3 new discs right now that I'm in quarantine. Some get a little bit older or they just die for who knows what. And so I'm constantly adding some. Oh yeah, he says a bow front. It's not a bow front. Somebody gave me a bow front, which I'm cycling for my mom now. Funk said that he likes bow fronts. I'm not crazy about the bow front, but this particular one is just round. So it has two flat side and then round at the front, which is really beautiful tank and very thick glass. Yeah, it's a corner tank, right? And so my mom, I think it's a 55-gallon bow front. Somebody gave me it, and I set it up for her. So she's getting a little bit of a multiple tank syndrome, MTS. So she has two now. So I told her this was an upgrade to the one she had. So she's kind of looking at it like, say, yes, I saw the expression. I said, yeah, Mom, you can keep the second tank. It's fine. She was like, give it. So I bought a bunch of fish I got now recently. I just got two that I am floating now from Jeff Pelham, sorry. And a bunch of other fish that I bought from some of the people in the community. And I got fish from other places. So all my quarantine tanks are full with a lot of stuff now. And I am planning a lot of these for my mom's new tank. But new fish are really, and this one here, I had lost two acaras. Basically, it's the same fish, and if some die, it's their time. I just replace them. But I have not tried any fish. One that I want to try, I think it was Funk that said the topaz cichlid. It's really beautiful, and it's not that aggressive. So I was hesitant to get the blue acaras, but they're such little puppies. They're so nice, electric blue. So I have two more in quarantine now because I had lost two before. But I like some cichlids, the small cichlids, but the aggressive one, they're not. Aggressive fish is not my thing. I prefer smaller fish and non-aggressive so that I can get along with my overstock and everything I keep. I like to keep overstock.
Yeah.
Let's see what is Funk saying here. First class, you pay for them, and two go home. You're getting one, Funk, and the rum, so you can get drunk and blame George for it. Okay.
I'm not sending them the rum.
Aquatic Moose, thank you for coming in. I said we blame Brandon for everything, so why not blame you for the rum?
Of course.
Hey, yeah, Moose just joined in. Hello.
Yep.
Boys are behaving over there. We trying, but Jorge's not letting me. Okay, we have 27 people. We have 27 people. What do you say?
You ready to do this?
We can start. All right, so let's. I'm gonna make another. I said before that you can give the cup to whoever you choose, either that or whoever joins in after the thing is closed. But it's up to you. If you have time, you can ask me more questions. Or I just sometimes I don't.
Make sure you guys use the hashtag 2K.
Okay. Jose, if you're still there, Jose Polanco, my nephew, if you're still watching, put in hashtag 2K. That we're gonna put you on a wheel, and you can get the cup. And Bethany, although you have one already, my daughter, if you're watching, you can put on the same thing, and then you can choose who you give it to. In this case, it could be one. Yeah, there we go, Jose. Thank you. He's still on. Push hashtag 2K, and then I will send it to you if you win. I would send you otherwise if I had more, but I don't have enough of them. Lucy Warren, hello. She's coming in now. And F-Wish, I think F-Wish was already here. Again, if you already sent one. And Don, I know in UK, but I will ship to you. Not a problem. By the way, any of you who ship stuff, I'm not really having. I sent you the plans before, Jorge. And as far as live fish, I've not gotten there yet. Some of these stuff that I get, I usually try to give them away to people. Some of the fish, if I let them breed, the discus that I bred before, I kept those that survived, and they're behind me here. And so I tried yesterday because I had a bunch of stuff to ship. I tried like the cups. It's a 6-inch square box. UPS was charging $16 for that one. Depending where in the country, the post office was between $11 and $13. And I use Pirate Ship, which I've been listening to a lot of you who use it. Pirate Ship is hola Luis Alejandro Acevedo. That's my nephew in the Dominican Republic. Gracias Luis por venir. Perdona que la conversación es en inglés, pero escucha lo que pueda. Let's see, and then we have somebody else, another Almanza, Acevedo Almanza. That's probably my nephew who made the cups. There's Acevedo Almanza, and then there's Luis Alejandro. So that's either two separate channels or is the other one. So where was I? I got lost.
Oh, okay.
What was I saying? Old age, just gray hairs. Oh, that I was talking about the pirate ship thing. There's another one, Shippo, but a Shippo you have to pay a fee and like to keep an account. And then with pirate ship, it goes $7 or $6 to ship what UPS is charging 16 and the post office 12 on average. So that's pretty amazing. So I shipped some by the post office, and then the other stuff is going. Even the bottle of rum that's going to Funk, it was only like $7, and it weighs 3 pounds versus 1 pound for the cup and the box. So that's if anybody who's going to be shipping out there, you just have to make an account and you pay. You make your own label at home, you print it, and you just drop it off any place, even if they don't do labels there. They have a drop-off places, which is really, it's an amazing price. Now, one of the things that they do is I went to one of my local, Franklin, hola, saludo. I think Franklin is somebody near me who I met, and I've been helping him with some things. He's a subscriber. So one of the things with the shipping, I know how I keep losing my trend. Maybe I should look at the tablet and try to keep up with the message. Like you do, you lose track.
No, you were explaining the difference between
the prices on the
private
thing.
or no pirate.
Yeah, pirate shipping.
The pirate shipping and.
Oh yeah, now I know where I was going. So I went to one of my local local fish stores, LFX, and I bought an FX6, a clarifier. I already have a large UV unit on my discus tank, and all the other ones have UV anyway. But this is a clarifier, which is only like 6 volt. I didn't early, about 5 years back. I ordered one, but it was not made for the FX6, so I returned it by Fluval also. So I ordered from him. He has the best prices. He does a lot of. It's a local store, but he does a lot of shipping because some of the guys in the community have bought from him, and I thought he was only an online store, but it's near me in the neighborhood where I used to live. And he says that I'll ship it to you. I said no, I'll just pick it up. That's why I put replace it to a carriage, and I bought some other stuff before. And he says they only cost me $4 to ship it, which is which is this box here. And this would have been at least maybe $10 to $15 by the post office. He says he has a commercial account with UPS, and he ships like $4,000 a month, his rates. So that's probably what Pirate Ship can do, is that they give them a huge deal because they ship volumes, but it's still going by UPS, by the post office, who you choose really. Pirate Ship gives you, I should charge them for the advertising. They charge you whatever they want to charge you. If you pay $7, maybe they pay the UPS $3 for the deal that they have. So it's really amazing. You should take advantage of it. It's easy to subscribe to it, and it's just really amazing. So anyway, so that's it. Franklin is here. Let me see, Franklin. Let me explain to, I think, the last couple of people. Most people know. So I just made 2,000, almost 2,100 subscribers now, and I'm going to be giving a free cup. I send cups to some YouTube friends, but I'm going to be giving a channel mug to somebody now, and I will do the same in a couple of other channels, just because of different watch hours. And so this is, I invited myself to Jorge, and so we can do it. Okay, Jorge, how many people do you have watching right now? Because I see 20 for top messages.
21.
That doesn't mean 21. Okay, you can probably start the wheel because some people have to go. Sometimes, they come and go. But we can probably, that's a fair number.
Let me put it up here, and then
I'm going to type in. I'm gonna type in my email address, so you can send me your address there. This is my personal email. It's not the channel address. The other address, the Gmail address for the channel, I don't check into it too often, so this is probably the best way to reach me.
All right. So how many How many giveaways are you doing? Just this one or two?
I'm gonna do one now because I have
Okay. Now,
I'll
how
do
do you
two.
want to do
I'll do
this?
two. I'll do two on you. I want the last man standing. I think is more fun.
Okay, you want to do last man standing. Okay, so this will
Yeah.
be problem is I can't seem to figure out how to get myself off of this wheel because I
No,
already
no,
have a
don't
mug.
get your
So
no, no, don't get yourself off, Jorge. If you win, you can give it to a person of your choice. If you want to say it, fine. You can email them privately so they can send me the address and I ship it to them. But you can, whoever got one already, you could participate and just you give it to the person of your choice.
all right. All right, let's go. Let's see. Um and I'm gonna refresh it one more time. It's showing me I have 13 people in here, 14 now. So right now, I have Aquafunk, Branton Lightcap, um, CR Fish, CR Fish, First Class Fish, Flatbed Aquatics, uh, Wish List, Jody P, Jose Polanco, JR Fish
My
Tanks,
my my, my
Mexicali
nephew.
Fish Keeping. Okay. Prodigal Aquarist, uh, Southwest Florida Aquatics, Moneyless Maven, and Uncle Smiley Aquariums. Is that everybody that needs to be on there? If not, make sure you guys use the hashtag 2K to make sure you get yourself on the wheel. I'm going to give it one more refresh and then we'll go ahead and do it. All right, we added somebody else.
Oh,
Let's
Mayra.
see
Hello,
who.
Mayra. How are you, Mayra? How is the baby doing? Put Mayra on. That's Funk's wife. But if since Funk is getting one, if you win Mayra, you
Okay,
can give
if
somebody
it comes up on my
of your
name, she
choice.
can have it. If it
Okay, there
comes
you
up
go.
on
There
my
you
name,
go.
we'll give it to Maida.
There you go. So he's already chosen. So Mayra, this is what
Let's
I'm giving
see.
away. It's I don't
Oh,
see it
just one
because of
more
the wheel. It's
fish.
one of the channel cups here, and I have whites left, but there were
What
some other
happened?
colors. I don't know. Are you
That was
here?
weird. Yeah, I'm here.
Craig, it's Craig. Hashtag 2K for a channel mug from me, and I will ship to you. Okay.
It did something weird. It kind of went out of the screen, came back on. So, all right, let me refresh it one more time, and then we'll do the first.
Yeah, I don't think Craig. Okay, Craig just added himself. There you go.
All right, now
Brandon,
we're
now
up to
I
16.
yeah, Brandon, I sent you a white one only because my nephew, when he did them, he ran out of the white ones. He assumed that I wanted all white, but there were four green, and Jesse's getting one of the green ones, and the three green ones, my kids chose green. Now my daughter, who was on a little while ago, like she said, let me see the pink, but the pink I was keeping here for my wife. I don't know if it's off camera. I don't know. It's off camera
Oh,
now. So can you see it?
Maida added herself to the list. So let
Okay.
me.
But either way, if you win, you can still have it. Like you said, it's a person of your choice. And
There we
let's
go.
see.
We're up to 17.
There we go.
All right, you
Now,
ready?
Craig. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the first spin. So this is wheel of elimination or whatever you. It's a last man standing, however you want to call it. Let's see. Let's give it. I'm gonna.
Now, is this legal? Craig gave membership, but YouTube gave it to Craig, so he member himself. So
All right,
Shirley
here
said
goes
he
the
member
first spin.
himself.
Oh, Jesse's off the.
Sorry, Jesse. So Brandon,
All
our daughter
right.
was saying, when they lose, you suck. Brandon, get your daughter on to say you
Okay,
suck every
so
time somebody loses.
this one, I do what? Remove and close, I believe, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what I've seen other people do. Remove and close. So that takes that out and goes down one less on the wheel. Wheel of
All
you
right, here
suck.
we
You're
go.
right, Brandon.
Oh,
Oh, sorry,
Don's
Don.
off the wheel.
I will say you suck, Don. I respect you too much, but let Brandon say it for you.
I'll say it. Don, you suck. Yes. That guy really sucks.
Oh, that guy really sucks. So bad. Well, he's sucking on a cigar right now.
He's a, he's a sorry dude. All right, let's spin it again. Oh, Shirley's off the wheel.
Sorry, Shirley.
Sorry.
I
Let's
promise
spin
some
it
of you
one
that
more
when,
time.
yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, that was right on the
Swiffle.
line.
Oh, damn. But Swiffle, that's almost debatable. You could
Yeah,
go to the slow
Swiftle's off
motion
the
for that
wheel.
one. Wow.
All right, next one.
Look at that one, another one.
Anthony.
First class. I'm sorry, Anthony.
All right, let's spin it again.
Sorry,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Here we go. You suck.
No. But you know what? He's getting one. He's getting one anyway.
Yeah, well, he sucks anyways.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. We all know it.
Oh, the Funk Master's out.
Funk. Well, he's getting one anyway.
But
so
Brandon
he's
still sucks.
He still sucks anyway.
Oh no, Jody P.
Jody is safe. She's getting one.
Okay.
I chose different people for different reasons. So you're still getting one, Jody, and we love you all. You know that.
Oh, your nephew.
Jose.
Al sobrino. Sale.
Yeah.
Quedó fuera. Let's see. Let's spin it. Smiley. Smiley's
Uncle
out.
Smiley, I'm sorry.
Tío Smiley. Fish Wish List is out.
Yeah, Aqua Funk is driving. He says this is BS, and he's some subbing for everybody in the chat. Listen, tell JR, he's safe too. I'm mailing out to him also.
Okay. Oh shoot, where'd it go? I got rid of my. Let me see where to go. Where to go?
JR was he was the second person to invite me on a live, and we keep in touch a lot. So that's
what the hell is this thing glitching or something? They got rid of the close and remove and close. I'm gonna have to spin it again.
Or something?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I never used the thing, so I have no idea how to use it. Is she still going or no? It's not even. It's not spinning. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Flatbed.
Yep. So technically, Omaida's the winner. Oh no, we still have Craig and Omaida.
No, you still have people there.
Oh, that was weird. Why did it do that?
I don't know.
So technically, it's Craig then, or what? Well, that's they didn't take JR off the.
Oh, that's weird. Nah, something is up here.
Yeah, no, it's actually Craig that won.
All right, Craig.
For some reason,
Craig, I put my email.
Hey, Keys, how you doing, buddy? KJE is here.
Oh, wow. You just missed it. So, Craig, if you don't see my email up back on the chat, I can repost it again. So just email me your address and I will put it on either today I'll put it in the mail or next week. So that was weird, the thing anyway, but we cannot call it rigged. So it took the right people off. So I'm going to
No, what happened is
invite myself. He doesn't
that
know
little
it.
thing that
What happened
yeah. No, the little thing where
at
it
the
says
bottom?
to remove stuff, it disappeared on JR and it didn't let me do that. But anyways, it
Oh
still worked
wow,
out. Craig got it.
they let you click it. Yeah, all right, yeah, good. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to invite myself to Jeff Pelham, since he does this late
Okay.
hours and keep me up at night, sometimes 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Sometimes I have to get up an hour later to go to work. I stay up with
So
them. So I'm going to invite myself to huh? Say that
she's
again?
gonna tell everybody that's some punk sore loser. I mean, he's still getting a bottle of rum. I don't know why he's so upset.
No, listen,
Maybe he needs to take a drink
and
from
a
that
mug.
bottle of rum.
I don't, and yeah, and a mug. Yeah, give him 2 drinks, Maida. Maybe you could take advantage of him if he's drunk.
Been
Yeah, so
running
I'm
around trying
hoping
to get
to
things.
yeah, I want to do one with Jeff Pelham. So for the night people who are usually watching late, and I want to do one with JR, which is for Spain and mostly for the people in Mexico and whoever else, And then I was going to the other person. I haven't decided between 2 people, so I have to decide who I want to do it with. Hopefully they let me in. That's the question. But they take my self invite.
So if I understand this correctly, you're going to be doing the rounds, Jose?
Who I'm gonna do the rounds
You.
like when somebody writes a book, they have to go to every TV station. I said it's an excuse to hang out, and I said that you get a lot back
Yeah.
from the community, the likes and the subs and the comments and that people actually want to watch your shit. So this was, it's a small thing. I did it in the Dominican Republic because certainly it's a lot less expensive than here. So with the shipping and the cost that it was over there, it just comes out to the same as if you bought it from somebody online. So it was not bad. It's a little thing to give back. And I appreciate you all. And Don says, thank a nurse every time you see one. They're lifesavers. Yeah, I could certainly thank you. I'll take that as a thank to me. Thank you, Don. It's I love what I do, and I always have to say it's my 43 years now as a nurse. And here in the city, especially like in inner city emergency rooms, and life is not easy for nursing. But when you like what you do, it's not really work. And when you give your best, it's just a pleasure to help somebody, and then let to think, you really made a difference in my care and coming in scared shitless for a major procedure, a lung transplant, which I'm involved with a lot, or heart transplant, and then coming back to you and to thank you personally. I mean, that means a lot. And then you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is it's a great joy. As is my channel, and joy of fish, joy of my job. Craig, did you get? Were you able to get the email? I don't know if now we can. I can repost it if you need it. All right, I don't want to keep you too long already. How long have we been on now? Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that was
still good.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we can. Unless you have like questions or want to talk about some other thing about your cigars, maybe. And
oh no, I just
but that.
Like I said, I was really excited when I got them. Did you get these down there in the DR, or did you buy them there locally?
Oh no! I got them in the DR. I wanted to get something real from there. I mean, because of the limited time, I would have loved to.
I was gonna say, because I know one of the ones that I got in there is Romeo and Julieta. And I've had those before, and it had never really been one of my favorite smokes. Never really cared too much for it, but this one actually is different. I don't know if it's because
maybe they put something really special. Maybe they put something special in the DR. I don't know.
But it's actually a lot smoother. I used to not like them because they were kind of like on the harder.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's making me hungry though.
Yeah, I think Dominican Republic may be one of those stop places, in transport. I don't know. So maybe they put something special. It's like the people who drink regularly, they say that the rum.
No, but this one,
What happens? You didn't finish
The
your
rum
thought.
what?
That some people say that
Oh
the
no, I was
rum
gonna
that they
say.
buy. Mhm. You finish and then I can talk.
Mm, the only thing I was gonna
By my
say is that usually the other Romeo Julietas that I've had, they are a little bit harsher. That's why I don't like them.
yeah,
But this one's actually really, really smooth, which
yeah.
I
That
actually
some
saved the
people,
band because I want to make sure it's not a different series.
yeah, the people that drink regularly, whether it's beer, I'm not really much of a drinker. I think I've never been drunk in my life or close to it. But when I go to the DR, I do enjoy a beer or two. The smaller one, not the large one that they have. If it's very cold, like they get frosted white, and you would with a meal, I would have one. But the second one, I feel a buzz already, so I don't really drink much. But the people, those that are imported here, I don't know whether they bottle here or not, but the people that are regular drinkers swear that the rum and the beers that sell in the states here is very different. I don't know how much different. They can say they can tell that there is a difference. But the rum, when I go there, I bring sometimes bottles and give to some people, some neighbors, and people appreciate it. Those other drinkers, they like it. So it's that maybe with the cigars, if I would have had the time, I would have gone. I would have loved to send you more. They
No,
can
it's
be
good.
costly, I guess. You know that. Yeah, but I got them at the
Yeah.
airport last minute. I know I would find them there because I didn't have a lot of time. I was there 2 travel days and 1 day, 2 days. There I went to it was a wedding for one of my nephew's son. So he's one of those people that was hard to say no to.
So
So
what I
I
wanted
just
to ask
went.
you, because I know you go to the DR, you go to the DR
Mhm.
quite a bit. Are the cigar factories, are they in the south of the Dominican Republic, or are they in the northern region?
Let me tell you that the Dominican Republic, although it's a fairly good sized island, the south is very dry. So I don't think they produce a lot of tobaccos down there. I mean, it's very arid. The northern part, when you're traveling in the northern region of the country, that's the most lush greeneries and stuff like that. And you can see that when you go from each province to province, you can see the surroundings change as far as greenery.
Mm.
And you can see sometimes the large fields of cigars, and you can see where they have the drying tents for those places. So that's at least where most of the cigar is grown. That most of the tobacco is grown. Where the factories are, I know some are in probably in the northern part again, which is where I was born in, and maybe some of the factories. I don't know exactly where they would be, where they would be, but I know they were. Some of them are in the north, in the northern part with the greener part. As I said, I remember back when I was a kid growing up, there was one of the houses that they had like 3 or 4 people. They would be making. They had a little, small house, but they had a cigar little. There were cigar makers there, but they were probably more common cigars than the big brands. So I was wanting to just to tour
Yeah, no,
one of
that's
those
what I was.
places, but uh,
Yeah, that's one of my things that I want to do when I go to the DR is be able to go check out some of the ones. I know the bigger ones that are there is like Arturo Fuentes, Montecristo.
mhm,
Those are
yeah,
two of the bigger ones, and then you have other ones that are pretty popular, but those are predominantly the two really big ones.
yeah. The two that you mentioned, I have heard those before, but just again, I'm not. I don't smoke, but you certainly hear of them, and I like smelling the cigars when I was a kid. Especially when they were just being made. It was really fun to watch them. How they did this stuff. But one of the
Well,
factors I think like most. Uh,
yeah,
go
one
ahead.
of the no, one of the things that's really impressive is actually watching them, the rollers, the people
Yeah,
that
yeah.
actually put the cigars together, watching them do that, to me is very fascinating.
No, no,
Um,
it is.
and it's like everything else. You get stuff. I know some people don't like freshly rolled cigars, but to be honest, there's kind of some of my favorite ones because they're
I
just perfect at that. To me, they're just perfect at that time when you just
you
get
know
it freshly rolled.
I would believe that like liquors and stuff. If the more you age, the better they get, supposedly, right? But with cigars, I will figure that if they sit around for too long, they will get a little stale. That's why they need humidify. Put them in humidors, right? because they can dry out,
Yeah.
and you keep the freshness. So the fresher it is, I would think that freshly 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 rolled would be probably better. So I don't know if those that you have, because they were there and they were probably through shipping and everything else, they probably haven't been sitting in a shelf for too long,
No.
especially in the
No,
airport
they're
that stuff moves.
well. You could tell when the humidity level on a cigar by the way it burns. If it starts
Mhm.
getting like burning uneven and stuff like that, usually a lot of it has to do with the humidity on the cigar and how you're smoking it. But these are
You
smoking. I mean, it's burning really good. I haven't had any issues.
you mean that if it's too humid, it will burn
It's
differently or
usually
uneven?
when they get too dried out. When they get too dried out, they burn like really uneven,
Oh wow, I would thought I would think it
really
would be
bad.
the different. Wow, that's pretty good. Did you ever smoke like regular cigarette, or just kind of got into cigars later?
No, I never smoked cigarettes. I used to detest cigarettes, to be honest, and a
Yeah.
lot of it was I was one of the rare ones when I was in the service that didn't smoke, and I
Wow.
used to hate smokers because we used to have to clean up. You know, whenever we would get called for a detail, usually I like on Sundays when there's not much going on, we'd have to go pick up cigarette butts, and I used to hate smokers because of that. Because I'm picking up cigarette butts that I didn't even smoke.
Right. It's not nothing like the smell of a full ashtray with buds. I
See,
remember when with
okay.
my first marriage, when I was still dating my first wife. I was in my, I guess, later teen, early 20s. They were Her mother smoked like heck, like she was one of those one after the other smoker. Her dad smoked. There were
Mm,
like five people smoking in a small living room, and you come into the house, it was literally like a fog in there. After a while, my chest hurt. I go so past the smoke, my chest literally hurts if I was in that room for, for any extended time. So that was a lot of inhaled smoke.
mm.
It's funny
Secondhand
because
smoke.
not funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's not so much. Uh, in my job, I've worked around thoracic and cardiac surgeon for a long time, and I used to just work just with their patients at some point within my job, but I took care of mostly the patients in the pre-op end and post-op end, and also in the ICU for after transplant. And there's so many people with lung cancer who did not never smoked, and I cannot even say that it was from past smoking. My wife's my sister-in-law, passed away from lung cancer at 46, and she never smoked. And it's funny that you see a lot of people who come in and they said they never smoked, So, and then you have people who have been smoking all their life in the 80s, 90s, or even up to 100 and never had an issue. So sometimes it's just a matter of luck and when is your time.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I remember growing up, and I forgot who I was talking to just recently. I think it was with John last night.
Mhm.
People used to smoke in the bus when you
In the
would, because
where?
we never flew, we couldn't afford to fly, so we used to take like the
Oh yeah,
Greyhound bus. You know, yeah, and I remember they had ashtrays in the seats, and people
oh
would
yeah.
smoke
No,
inside the
and
bus.
airplanes too. But you know what's even funnier?
Yeah,
Because
but I
as I
never
said, I've
flew.
been.
I never flew as a kid, but we
Oh,
did
okay, I
ride the
see.
bus, and I remember that was a thing. And I remember
Yeah. Oh yeah.
all the cars used to have
Hmm.
ashtrays, even in the back seats in the little armrest. They had little ashtrays in
Hmm.
there. So it was
No,
like,
what?
smoking used to be like a regular thing.
Yeah, what about the doctors who will come in? Usually the doctors. This was in my early
Them
career.
smoking.
The doctors with the big belly, they'll come into the units with the cigarette on, and then there's some of them have the balls to tell the patients not to smoke. I say that's a bad example. It's like going to a fitness counselor, and they way overweight, and they're telling you, it doesn't show, not very encouraging sometimes.
Yeah, no, it was I guess different times. And I'm trying to remember. I think it wasn't until either the late '80s. early 90s, I guess, where they made it illegal to smoke inside restaurants. But you would go eat breakfast and they had a smoking and non-smoking side, but it didn't matter because it was and the whole
Yeah,
place was smelled
it's
like
all over the
cigarettes.
place. I think it was probably more
That's
in
why I
the
used to hate
90s.
going to Denny's.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't go eat at Denny's because they were bad. They were notorious for smelling like smoke.
Scotty from Racing Fishes just came in. Scotty, you missed the giveaway, but you're cool. You're one of the people who I sent to, so I sent some. It's on the way. But I told Jorge that I'm going to do a giveaway, um, maybe 2 or 3 more in different channels at different times, so that just to reach different people. But again, I just chose probably about 8 or 10 people who, for one reason or the other, I single you guys out and send them to you. Daisy, hey Daisy, how are you?
Yeah, I guess Scotty's having a rough morning today.
You know what's funny about Scotty? The other day I was not chatting with him. I've been in touch with him a lot about different things, and Christine from Koi, Sweet Koi, her and what's the other lady? What's the other lady's name? I just blanking for her name. Christine and Maureen. They do their live together at some point in the morning. Sometimes I can catch it, but I lurk at work sometimes. And they're doing a mug giveaway of the joint one. Christine has sent me one before from her channel, and she says she's waiting for more mugs for the other channel. I have a channel mug collection here, so I call it the Mug of Fame. So I call Scotty and I say, Scotty, they're giving a mug away from the channel. And I text him, hurry up, go in and put yourself in and do the hashtag thing. So he goes, just before they close, he puts it in, and they were doing the first person was the one who get it, and he got it. So I said, well, that was luck.
Usually the way that works out is either you're the first one off the wheel or you end up winning, because that's the way I've done it. I always try to wait till right before they close the giveaway. And I've won more often than not by doing that, by almost being the last one on the wheel. I don't know if that's a little hack or not, but I end up winning more often than not.
Yeah.
If I wait to be the last one.
Mm-hmm. Let me see something. I'm trying to go to the email so that I can log into the live and show you some of the cups that I got here from a few people. So yeah, I don't know if it's so far, like sometimes when I've been like close to next to last, but I have not won any other wheels. But it's good. It's always fun.
Yeah, I've done that a few times, and every time I go in last, I think I've won more often than not. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a little hack or a little thing, a glitch in the system.
Or superstition, either one.
Yeah.
Or superstition.
Or maybe just coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah. Let me try to turn. I'm on the phone. On the thing I'm trying to get here. I'm going to see. Let me switch to the other cameras. I'm trying to switch on the phone to the front camera.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben. Hello. Okay. All right. I'm going to switch to the phone. I'm going to just
okay.
my. So this is my wife put. Wait, I'm listening to myself. Wait, hold on a second. Anyway, this is it's confusing because I'm listening to myself. This little thing that my wife put here, my daughter. So I have a few cups from different people. This is from June. This is from Bano Chart. This one actually, my nephew. This is one of my tanks behind him, but I asked him to put the two. Sorry, I'm confusing myself by hearing my own voice. I asked him to put Salient's, the two logos he made, but it's my tank behind it. And I have
Yeah, we
let me
all
see,
know that Jesse doesn't have nice tanks like that, so we'll believe it's your tank.
yeah, this one was my daughter. He gave me on a Father's Day, and this is from Ron. This one has his name, but you could barely read it. It's at the bottom. Where is it? Right under the fish. But I like this one. And back here is Stephen P.
Yeah, I see that one.
And yeah, and there is I think I ordered two by mistake for him. And there is Jesse's in original mug and logo. And then we have these things here. This is from Joe Price Tag from Raising Fishes. He gifted me one, and then my own.
Hey, I have one of those.
Which one? Oh yeah, I think you do.
Where's
All
Funk?
right,
Funk?
yeah,
I'm gonna rub it in
I'm going to
Funk's
come out of
face.
here. All right. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, there were a few people that I sent, and I ordered extra ones. When I order the sign that's behind me up here, the neon sign. They send you 5. Joe Price Tag order the sign also from there, and also Scotty. They like them, so they send you 5 when you do the sign. But I order an additional 10, so I send. I guess some people, some family members, yeah, there you go. That looks pretty
Eat your
cool.
heart out, Funk. How you like
Funk
them
did
apples?
not get that one. Funk did not get that one, and
No,
this,
of course he didn't. He's not cool.
No. On this tank right
He's
here,
not cool.
I have one in the tank right here, this 90-gallon. So he has held up pretty nicely with. I said, let me see how it holds up underwater. It's been underwater for a while, so he has held up pretty nicely. All right, so all the other people are doing the errands. It's 12 o'clock. So we had a good turnout. That's good.
You ready? You ready to end this?
No, it's whenever, it's my wife and daughter. They went to a baptism at the church, so they're not going to be here for a while. And I still have Saturday. Usually I do Saturdays and Sundays water changes. I have all day to do it, and I did the small tank, the 7 tanks. I did the seven tanks, my working tanks, and the other ones. These guys, I can do them anytime. I do them once a week. I'm going to do these guys, this one, and then the other 3. I'm going to do them every 2 weeks. I do them all every week just out of habit. It works. But I really don't need to do them. The discus fish, I do once a week. Let me show you this new discus that I have now. I did a little video today on them, like a 2-minute thing. And let me see if I can show you the 2 that I have in quarantine right now. I'm gonna go back on with the phone.
Oh, okay. Brandon's working on some eggs.
What eggs is he working on?
Some plecos, some L519s.
Wow.
I don't know what they are.
Switching back to the camera.
You got to add the camera because you took it off.
Oh, I did. Oh, I should. I did.
Yeah, you got to go back in the link.
In the link I took it off? Oh, damn.
Let's see. Oh, this is what he's working on. Okay.
I think the camera is on, Jorge.
Okay, let me go back. I was looking at no, it's still not on. You gotta go back in the link and log back in.
Okay,
there you go.
I was not in the studio. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But I want to try to do the front camera on the phone to show you the other. Let's see. More. I'm trying to go on the phone and do the front cameras. camera there.
You got to go to the settings.
Okay, let's see, settings, camera.
And then go to camera, and then
You
front.
get a triple back camera. So that take it off? Or is it good now?
Yeah,
Try
you're
it.
good. You're good there.
All right, yeah. These
Now,
are
once you're
this-
ready, I'll switch it over.
Yes, you switch it over now. You see this one?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get you so that you're solo on there. There you go.
Yeah, this guy is at least 8 inches. He is. Let me see. He is. I have them separated because these other two were in a tank with other fish, but it seems that they paired off, and they when I put the other one in, these came in a week before in the tank. This is a quarantine 20-gallon, and this guy when I put him in there, this couple started kind of bullying him. Although he's much larger, he has to be at least 9 inches, 8, 9 inches is huge. This one.
Yeah.
So these guys started. Let me.
So is the peppering because of stress?
No. The peppering. This is a pigeon. What they call it? The pigeon varieties. They have a lot of peppering, and that's normal on them. It's not a stress
Okay.
thing. Now that peppering looks kind of bluish when you hear it has. I have the lights off, but there's some bluish and there's some darker. But the peppering on the pigeon bloods is normal. Some have more than others, and some of the albinos don't show the peppering. Like this one is an albino Millennium Gold, they call it. The other one is called a red tiger behind, and this one is uh, it's a pigeon blood. I think forgot what the other name is. I wrote it down somewhere. And these other guys here, let me show you. See, this is a mix of. They call this one a. What do they call this one? It's a smoky dragon, a smoky white dragon. And see, this is a pigeon blood. It has a little bit of peppering, not too much.
So why is the striping on that one so much different than the other one that's in quarantine?
It's I mean, it's just patterns that they have developed over time. Like you can have the same variety, let's say the same strain, and some will have a lot less lines, so more white. And see this one here is a red tiger. Oh,
Oh
sorry,
wow.
not a tiger. I blank on the name sometimes. And see look at this one. This one is probably related to this one. And look at the difference in the lines and the coloring on it.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
this
because the
is a
one you
little
had
bit
in
different too.
quarantine, the
Uh-huh.
one in quarantine seems like it's more dots than those lines.
It has more dots, and some of the other ones, depending. Believe it or not, I bought that one because of the pattern. Let me see this guy here. I'm sorry. Let me. Okay. This is not his best. This is not his best form, but it was the same type as this one. Now, but this one is I
Oh,
put
okay.
it in resin when he died, so he got a lot more peppering as he was, stressing out or dying. But he kind of looked like this guy, a little bit more peppering on it. But as he was near death or something, he just got a little bit darker. Yeah, I was playing around with this resin thing. This one was not so great. It just got a little bubbles. This was another one that I saved. So I don't want to do too many of the dead ones. They won't be a reflection on my care. But these guys, you never know. And you even within one group, you can have such a difference in the patterns and striping and everything else. But you tend to see more of the peppering on the pigeon blood lines. So I'm gonna come out of this camera already. I was on big screen there. All righty. Okay, cool. Very good. All right, Jorge. I think we probably should let the people go onto their day, onto their Saturday. Not that I don't want to hang out anymore, but we all doing different things today.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna get comfortable and maybe. Oh, I have to go to the post office and mail some of these things out. Is Craig still on? Do you think?
Not sure. Craig, are you still here?
Yeah, I didn't see an email from him with. I don't know if he was out on the road, but I didn't get an email yet from him
He might have gone to
with.
bed because it's late.
That's
Where
right.
he's
I
at.
keep forgetting because they'll be like 12 a.m. They're 12-hour difference or more, right?
Yep.
Yeah, usually when I catch him, it's later, and it's just the morning. Bolivians are quite handsome. We're talking about now. Don, is he talking about the Bolivian women or men, or are we talking about the fish?
No, he says that
Here's a
he's
fish.
able to capture his imperial gudgeons spawning right now. So
Oh
that's what he's
wow,
doing.
wow. Yeah, but the Bolivian rams, they're very hardy. I think I love the rams too. The blacks I find that are more aggressive. And I was watching something from Dean yesterday. Dean and Dan Fish, he visited him. So I've noticed that the black rams are totally the midnight blacks. They're very aggressive in general than the other rams, but also seem to be a
I
little
was
bit
never
more sensitive. Huh?
I was never a big fan of those black German Rams. Never
Wow.
really cared for them. But the Bolivian Rams that Don's
They're nice.
talking
They're
about,
pretty nice.
it's it's crazy. I understand why they're not as popular because if you go to the store and you look at them, they look like a silver fish.
Yeah.
They're hardly ever
Yeah.
fired up. But once you get them home, it's one of those fish that gives you a really nice surprise once it gets settled in because they have so many colors.
Yeah, I have one here. I recently added another one that's a little bit smaller. The one that I have here has to be at least 3 years already with me, and he has pretty nice color. They tend to be uglier than the other one, I think, in my opinion. Just the eyes and everything else. But once they get color, they get this reddish thing on the fin, and they're very, very pretty, very pretty. I like the Bolivians, but I think they're the hardiest of the rams. In this
Yeah.
particular tank in the 60, where they have the two Bolivians, I
You don't
think
have
there's
to keep them as
many.
hot.
Yeah, I keep them at 82. The other Rams and the Discus I keep at 82. The other stuff around 79, 80. But I think the Rams. Oh, you mean the Bolivians? You don't have to keep as high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Bolivians you don't have to keep as hot. That's the
yeah,
other thing
yeah,
that's nice about them.
yeah.
You can keep
And
them with
they
other tropical fish.
yeah, and they way much hardier too. Because I think this tank has seen a lot of Rams come and go. I don't think I've kept a Ram for more than a year. For some reason, they don't last as long. But the Bolivians do.
Hmm.
They're nice looking fish too. Scotty, I
Oh,
think
Don's
I'm
talking
going to
about
try.
the Bolivian plecos.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I don't have to look that one up. I don't know which one that is.
It's the one that
Yeah, I love. Mhm.
Braden is the owl. I think I have a picture of him.
Yeah, are you able to share it?
Let me show you.
I was
Yeah,
gonna look it up. I have a mix
yeah, I
of
can share
different
it.
plecos. I love the plecos. I love loaches. So
Those are it right there.
when I see, yeah, oh, that looks like one of the ones, not the spotted one on the left, right? The one at the top. Oh wow, that
They're
one
all
has a
the
nice
same.
pattern. Okay, yeah, that one has a nice pattern there. The one I'm looking at the right side of the. Oh wow, Brandon, these don't get very large. The usual like the bristle nose and sisters, they stay smaller on that side. Howdy, Tommy. Tommy's coming in Aquatic News Network.
Hey, Tommy.
I think of all the plecos, other than the L046 that is way too expensive. I won't go that far with that one. The discus I will, but not with a fish that you're hardly going to see. The golden nugget. Oh, he's actually hanging out right now. You don't see him too much, but since yesterday he's been on the front glass, in and out, working on algae. That is so whatever film is on the tank. But I think that one has to be my favorite. The color is such a bright yellow. The golden nugget. It's very pretty.
Yeah,
I need to find. So let me see. Did Scotty say that they're spawning?
yeah.
Scotty, let me know.
He says his fish
They're
are
flashing and
spawning.
spawning. That'll be cool. I love those. I'm looking at Scotty's fish that he shows. They have such a beautiful color. I primarily buy fish for color, and most of the times I get males because they're more colorful. In other fish, just because it doesn't matter.
Well,
Right,
Sip,
so
I'm
I
ready to
think we
call it
get.
if you are.
I think. Yeah, I think I am. We people can just go on with it. Everybody, thanks for coming in, and I will be inviting myself. I'm doing rounds with a couple of people. I'll be sharing with a different hour for different people. They seem to watch at different times. Oh, Brandon, let me know when those guys get to selling stage, and just reach out to me because I think I have some that look like them, but I think every tank has different plecos, and I like them a lot. But thank you all for coming in and hanging out for a little bit. And
Well,
Jorge,
I just
always
want to
thank
say
you. Oh,
congratulations on your 2000.
thank
Well
you.
deserved. And I want to thank everybody that joined us today. And if you got anything
Same
for
here.
them?
No, I think it's just continue supporting each other. You know, support other, even the non-fish keeper. Our life, is not all about fish. So I join other channels and hang out with them sometimes. And like with the barbecue group, but like Lance
Oh,
and listen,
yeah.
because Lance, they support us, you support them, and we got the quilting ladies group. I think they may have been on your show, some of them. So so you support them. Life is a little bit of everything and a mix of a lot of different kind of people. So I think that's it. Just support the channel because I think this is all about you coming into me being older, 63 now, coming into new technology and new things. It's always frightening. And even the new people, like I remember Jody and Cheryl, they were, oh, I don't want to show my fish. They're not that great. Or they have a lot to share. So you should never put yourself down because you've been in the hobby for 2 months or you don't think you are up to it to the part. Just we enjoy looking at other people's fish tanks and other people's fish because there's other fish that I say, I love the Africans, cichlids, but in somebody else's tank, not my own. I can handle the aggression. So put up your shorts, put up your stuff. Even my wife has gained a few subscribers and getting a lot of views on some of the shorts. Yeah, she got me into a YouTube part. And she says, I'm happy that she's getting more into the hobby because her and my daughter are always my eyes. They're the one who spots sick fish or listen, something's going on here. Or what's going on with this tank? Why does it look like this? So, they're the eyes, and then I have to just take action. So it's good when family, when your partner is part of your hobby. So it's just like, there goes this guy with his fish again, So
All right.
it's
Well,
fun when it's shared.
well, thank you everybody for coming in. Tomorrow, don't forget, Brandon and I will be going live. He's got a couple things that he wants to talk about. So we'll be on again tomorrow in the morning. And then on Tuesday,
What time, George?
another, well, relatively new member to the community will be joining us. That'll be Fish Nerd. And
Okay.
so just kind of be on the lookout for that. With that being said, thank you guys. Have a great weekend. And
What time
hopefully
is
we'll
it?
see you guys tomorrow morning.
At what time, Jordan?
I believe it's 7 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay, 10 o'clock Eastern. I should be around. All right. Thank you, Jorge, again. And thank you, everybody, for coming up and hanging out.
See you guys. See
Bye.
you guys later. Que se acabe.